Well, hi folks, time to get the old garlic out. Now that's one thing I do pride myself on, growing pretty decent stuff every year. But when I spin this round, I'll show you that I'm not expecting anything this year. Because as you might know, I got the dreaded rust earlier on and it really took hold. I sprayed it with some organic neem oil, which apparently is supposed to cure it, but as you can see, didn't do a thing. So we'll get them up. The main thing I was concerned about was I'm not getting big enough so I can use them next year as my own stock seed, you see, because I've been growing the exact same bulbs from my own stock for about the last 15 years. So that's the main concern. I don't mind if they're little or smaller than normal, which obviously they're going to be because they're so feeble looking, but I just want enough to be able to keep my own personal strain going. So anyway, we've got, what have we got in there, 460 in there, so we'll get the old tripod set up, get them out and hope for the best. Right then, let's have a look. I'm going to dig them up because they're really well rooted, so we need to just ease them out a bit. The moment of truth. They're bold, but they're not very big, which is a shame. But what can you do? You're at the mercy of diseases. That's not too bad. That's reasonable. Bigger than a golf ball, so that's not too bad. I can't believe how wet this soil is underneath, and it's not rained for about 3 weeks. So, oh yeah. Like I said, not as big as normal, but considering that they've sort of given up the ghost about a month ago, because they had no green leaves on whatsoever for, I would say, the past month. It would have been pretty spectacular, I think, had they kept growing well, but like I said, just a little bit smaller than normal, but not a disaster. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to have to grow these in a different place next year, I think, so I don't sort of continue with the rust. So I might shift them up to the end of the bed, swap them around with the peas, stand on my glasses, and then what I'm going to do, I'll burn all the tops. I'm not going to compost this obviously because it'll be full of rust spores and all sorts of things, so I'll get those burnt off and we'll see what we've got. So anyway, I'll get all these up and I'll show you what we've got at the end. They are a lot smaller, but at least they are usable. Oh. Yeah, they're quite small. I mean, the biggest, I put the biggest here, and the biggest are probably about as big as my smallest ones are normally, but I mean, they're all right, not brilliant, but at least there'll be some to take some stock for next year and grow some. But all the rest, like I said, they are smaller. But to be honest, I never end up eating all the bulbs I grow anyway. So because they're smaller this year, I might just do that. So that's this year's crop. Like I said, very small, but at least we've got a crop. So worst crop I've ever had, but nonetheless, still reasonable-ish. So what I'll do now, I'm just going to chop these off, chop all the tops off, and then dispose of all the diseased leaves in my fire. Right then folks, any excuse to have a fire. So like I said, I'm going to burn all these in my new little fire pit I made out of a washing machine drum. I'm not going to compost them. Whoa! Going up well. My little offering to the rust gods. Leave me alone next year. Let me get a decent crop. Right then, after that disappointing crop, I'm going to sit here and watch them all burn. Well, hi folks, got all my garlic washed off now, peeled all the diseased skins off, chopped them off a bit, burnt all the skins as you can see, so I'll be able to see what sort of size they are. These are the biggest. Not bad, not too bad, smaller than usual, but the sort of average size I'd say would be this size. So, smaller than usual, but not a disaster. So I've got 60 bulbs anyway, so I should have some to go out next year. And although they look terrible and small, smaller than normal, still not a disaster. So that's about it folks. See you later.